Hello everyone, today I wanted to talk about hairdressers. First of all, I do find that a lot of the hairdressing courses don't really make you a hairdresser. This is a personal skill, and what you put into it is what you get out. Because at the end of the day, people visit hairdressers because of their personal skill of knowing their hair, being able to deal with their hair. And I find sometimes, as someone who's been to a hairdresser, is that people really don't understand my hair. My hair is a cross between Caucasian hair and black hair. Yes, it's kind of kinky, curly, loose curls. Yes, when it's dry, it's like this, it's afro. It has been straightened, but it doesn't stay straight. It starts getting bigger and fluffier. Yes, so neither the Caucasian hairdressers or the black hairdressers understand my hair, and therefore, no matter who I go to, I'm never satisfied because, I'm not one of those people that like to complain. I'm always grateful and I do tip them, but they can't do any justice to my hair. They can't make it better than I can make it at home. And as far as Asian hairdressers go, again, everybody's got different hair. My hair is very different, yes. It's not like a lot of people's hair. And they also would have difficulty with my hair. And I think as well, what I'd find sometimes, with the younger apprentices that come out of hairdressing, they don't even, deal with your head in a common sense way. For instance, if you have your hair coloured, it has to be coloured all over the scalp. Once there was misfits, so there's grey hair coming out of perhaps here, these areas here on the corners, the back here, perhaps inside as well. You'll see them when you comb your hair. There'll be different shades of the colour you were supposed to have in. But also, when they wash the hair, there's no common sense method about it. Obviously, if they put the colour everywhere on your scalp, every part of your scalp should be washed, yes? But they don't. They'll wash it around here where you're going to see it. And if you're lucky, a tiny bit at the back here. But the rest of the crown of the head, they won't touch. There's colour there, yeah? So they'll take it off where they need to, where you can see it. But the crown of the head still has colour in it by the time you get home, because when you do your next shampoo, there'll be colour coming out of your hair. And this is very, it's futile, because after they've done your hair, washed it, they're going to dry it. And if they've dried it in a certain style, you want to keep it that way for a while, which means you won't be able to wash your hair right away. If you wash your hair right away, you're going to lose the style. And it's very silly, because, time and time again, it's raining. You go to the salon and you have your hair done and it's not done properly. I'm going to just stop the video and find a dry spot. And I just wanted to speak about the styling products, used on my hair when I go to a hairdresser. In the area I live in, there's a certain clientele for the salons, and they are basically blonde women with blue eyes, yes? So the hairdressers are in a routine to look after blonde hair, generally straight, and these are the products they will use on somebody with hair like me as well. They'll put a little bit of something in at the end to make it look acceptable around the face. My hair needs a lot of care, yes, a lot of products, and putting it here at the front of my face is not going to do anything for me. Not only does it not penetrate in my hair, there's no indication that anything's been used, because my hair just sucks up everything like a sponge. So when I style my hair at home, I have to put it all through my hair, for my hair to be able to be put in a certain style. If nothing's in my hair, it's just going to look like a big fuzz, it's just going to be unruly. And this is again another thing that people don't take into account because they're not used to seeing hair like mine. But I think when you're trained as a hairdresser, you should be able to deal with all kinds of hair. The issue I have with going to black salons is that my hair is not black, yes? And I do find that they don't do a nicer job on my hair as they would on their own hair or their friend's hair. My hair is a bit kinky. It's actually easier to manage, it's easier to braid. But they see me as a foreigner, they see me as somebody not like them. And therefore they think they can give me a shoddy service because I'm not going to be back. Obviously, if they give me a shoddy service, I'm not going to be back. So that's the issue I have with them. And I also want, I like to help new young people who are learning to do hair, and they sometimes require models to practice on. So I sometimes go and I lend my head to them so they can practice on my hair. But again, I do find it's sort of a waste of time for me because one, I go out of my way to go and help them, and this salon normally is not local to me, so I have to travel to get there. And the person who's going to do my hair, they really don't know how to deal with my hair, and they end up doing a botch job. So I'm neither here nor there. It has to be redone. And the people treat me sort of like they're doing me a favor. People who run the salon, yes. I'm surrounded by, again, blonde-haired women with straight hair, and I'm usually the only one with black hair there. And I'm treated like they're doing me a favor. And I do find that if I was a paying client, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go and give them my money to be treated that way. And this is something they don't consider. They think because I'm there as a model, I'm not going to come back. But obviously, if the service is great, I would come back. And I think this is also a two-way street. Not only are you helping the apprentice practice, if they do a good job, you're going to want to come back, yeah? But people don't realize this. They think that you're just there, that they're doing your hair for free, and you should appreciate that. And it's such a hassle for me. I sit there for hours and hours and hours. My stomach gets cramped up, having to sit in that chair for all this time. Shampoo is not done properly. I have to go home and shampoo my hair again because there's colour in it, or it's just not been shampooed properly. And forget about the blow dry. It's not going to go very far because my hair, doesn't change at all from them. I mean, if I did it myself, it would take hours. My hair is very long. So sometimes it's just easier like this to put it up. But it would be nice because it's such long hair, it's hard for me to manage that somebody would actually do a decent job. I haven't met anybody yet who actually can do my hair. And I've been to loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of hairdressers. Every culture you can think of, and I'm just disappointed, very disappointed. So, I think I've come to a point where I don't want to go to hairdressers anymore. Sometimes, again, like I said, if a model needs assistance, I sometimes go just to help them out because they need somebody to practice on. I know that's important for them to pass their, different grades they have to go through. But other than that, it's for me, really, I mean, they're doing me no favors because I'm disappointed with my hair. It's not been done properly. It's been done by a student. And the only good part of it is that I might get a discount, or I might, get a free service. But again, it does cost me to travel there. It costs me also, time-wise. Also have to go through a lot of aggro, being sort of looked down upon because I look different to the other clientele there. And at the end as well, they treat you like you're, they don't want you there. And I've even paid at some hairdressers, and they stand by the till waiting for me to pay, thinking I'm going to run out and not pay them. Yeah. And I want to tell them, hey, I've got a degree in criminology, a diploma in criminal justice, and I used to be a policewoman. So please don't treat me that way. But hey, you can't get into an argument with everybody. Another one of those situations where you just have to walk on by because people are so ignorant, so judgmental. You can't get into a battle with everybody who acts stupid, and that's what it is. And do you think I'm going to go back there? No, I'm not going to want to go back there. Yeah, the only thing that takes me there is, okay, they're going to do a free service, I'll go, because it's extortionate prices they charge. Some salons, £100 just to go in and get your hair done. Stupid, absolutely stupid. Yeah, that money could be going somewhere where you're actually going to be happy with the service, and your money's going to, be paid to somebody who's capable of doing your hair. I haven't come across that, like I said, myself yet, and I've had my hair done from, several people. Mostly, I do find hairdressers tend to be young. They're not very experienced, and this is how they get their experience, is by practicing on you, head to head to head, until they feel they're good at one thing or another. Yeah, and that's just won't do for my hair. You know, I wish I could do my own hair, sort of as a person doing my hair, because my arms really ache when I even shampoo my hair, and it's a lot of work to do any style on my hair. So, would be such a luxury for me to find somebody who can actually do my hair. And I think the only people probably who stand a chance is people who have like maybe 20 years of experience in hairdressing, and who want to do my hair, who like me as a person and want me there. Yeah, that's the big issue. People don't want me in their salon. They think I'm downgrading their salon because of the way I appear to them. This is how I go. I would go like this. Yeah. And actually, I don't even put makeup on, because when you have your hair washed at the salon, if you've got foundation on, it'll drape down, with the water, and you don't want that, and you want to make it easy for the hairdressers. So I'll go to great lengths to lend my time to them, lend my head. Not everybody's going to go to them, especially now, um, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And another thing I wanted to quickly mention is that, color is always around my hairline here. They don't know how to remove it because it's black. Only I know how to remove it. Even their removers in the salon don't work. They only work on blonde hair, because blonde hair, you can't tell, can you, between a grey hair and a blonde hair? If a grey comes out, it's much easier to get away with that than when you have black hair. So you always see some sort of grey hair coming out as well. So I have to go home and remove all the black patching around my hair, because they haven't been able to do that. And this latest time that I went, they even got it all over my cheeks here, all over my neck, back of my neck at the bottom. So whatever you're wearing, that's going to hopefully, I always wear black for that reason, because it's going to droop down into my clothes. And it's just ridiculous. No matter how many bibs and things they put on you, waterproof bibs, I just find the person who's doing my hair, they're very fickle. Their fingers are like butter. They're scared to touch you. And I don't know if, other women are like this, that they don't want to be touched. But in order to do somebody's hair, you have to touch their head. Yeah. And, I was actually, this latest time, I was wearing a mask the whole time I was there. The whole 4 hours I was sitting in that hairdresser's chair, I was wearing a mask. Yeah. I was doing everything I have to do. I had to clean my hair, my hands with gel, which I did. Wore a mask. They got colour all over my mask. Yeah. With black patches all over this blue mask. And then they wanted me to buy another mask, because there's colour all everywhere on it. Yeah. It was just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I'm not really sure I'm going to go again. Yeah, not under these circumstances. And every time I go, I hope, I say, hopefully I'll run into somebody who's a decent, does a decent job of my hair. And I'm disappointed every time. And I try to give it a few months. I think, okay, I'll go maybe once a season, help someone out, and try to feel a bit special about going to the hairdressers. No, I'll come back feeling really daunted. It's such a disappointment, and I have to compensate for myself because of the way I look. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know why they're treating me like this. And I don't say anything because I'm grateful for the service, for whatever has happened. But from beginning to the end, those whole 4 hours, the time I'm there, I'm treated like I'm a bloody criminal, that I'm not going to pay for the service. Or if I'm getting it for free, then I'm only there because I'm getting it for free. They act like they're doing me a favour, and then I've got patches of hair that are missing the colour. I can see grey that they've missed. Last time it was all along here that they'd missed it. And if I bring it to their attention, they don't. They tell you right at the beginning these days now that they're not going to redo styles. So they can do your hair however they want. They don't have to redo it. Yeah. And another thing that was missing that was there is coffee and tea. They can't offer you coffee and tea now because of the conditions, to do with touching things. So you kind of go in there expecting, oh, they'll offer you water, tea. And this time I thought I won't take it, but they weren't even offering it. So, hey, you have to take I think you have to take in your own meal. If you're taking your own drink, it's okay. And I'd say taking a meal if you're going to be there for 4 hours. You know, you can get cranky just getting hungry. But, you know, and I try to build myself up and try to help them all the time. And I'm consistently disappointed, consistently treated like I'm not going to pay for the service, consistently treated like they're doing me a favor, consistently treated like, yes, I look different from the rest of the clientele. But when are you going to welcome me in? Hello? You know? And it's a shame because, people take you for granted by the way you look and assume you have no money. I tip all my hairdressers, yeah, and I always tip them good. And they obviously get shocked on the way out, but this whole time they're treating me like crap. And am I going to go back there? I really don't want to go. The only reason I go is because I want to help these new apprentices. It's hard for them to get models, especially at a time like this now, when they're not getting much service. And, you keep trying to do good yourself, but is it appreciated by them? Because definitely not. They think they've done me a favor. They think I'm some sort of homeless person who's walked in and they've done my hair for free when they could have charged me £100 for it. Absolutely ridiculous. So if you're a hairdresser listening to this, take heed. Thanks. Bye. One more thing I wanted to say is just an example of how awful the behavior is of the people in charge of the hairdressers. This whole time I was sitting at the salon, this whole 4 hours, they didn't actually point, but they were looking at me the whole time, standing about a meter away from me, clearly talking about me, and acting like I was being difficult. I never even said anything to them. The only thing was that the hairdresser had, the young girl, she was about to comb through my hair, and actually I had to comb through it, and I had taken the tangles out before I went to the salon so that they don't have to do it, because my head's very sensitive and it hurts when they pull on my hair. So I already did this for her, and I mentioned this to her, and they all go and have a little gossip about it, and then they think I'm being difficult. And yet when she was blow drying my hair, she was pulling my head was going like this in the direction that she was drying it, and I didn't say anything. Yeah, so I still went through a lot of pain, and even though I told her I'm sensitive, she carried on doing it however she wanted to do. And the whole time the managers there, they were standing a meter away from me, talking about me, trying to look for anything else I can pick on and say I'm being difficult. Obviously they couldn't because I didn't say anything, but so when your head is sensitive, as a client, you have to tell the hairdresser that your head is sensitive and for them to be gentle with your head. Yes? But I'm telling you, it was awful. It was agony for me to be there. And, they consistently are coming out. They're surrounding you, walking around you, a meter away from you, clearly gossiping about you. And then anything I say to the hairdresser, she goes and has a little chat with them, and they just take everything the wrong way. And these are things I have to notify the hairdresser about. Yeah? And that was the only thing. I just didn't let her comb my hair at the beginning, take the tangles out, because I'd already done it for her. I should do her a favour. Again, it takes about 10 minutes to take the tangles out of my hair, the length it is. And I helped her out. So again, don't think clients don't know this. If you treat people like that, they're not going to come back to your salon. And don't assume I don't have the money for it. Yeah. If I have the money, I'll give it to somebody who can at least show me some respect. It's not even the hair issue. It's an issue of self-respect and you respecting me. You're not going to respect me in your salon. I don't care what kind of hair job you do. I'm just not going to come back. Yeah? So don't think people don't notice. Don't think because I look the way I do, I don't care. I do care. So please treat me respectfully next time I come to your salon. All right? Thanks. Bye.